welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you guys my review, swatches, and some comparisons of the brand new Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is the brand new, the third palette that's releasing, and this is the shade Sun Dipped. If you guys are familiar, I've done another review before and I've told you guys how much I love the Glow Kits from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I have the two original ones that released kind of around the holidays or maybe around January, and that's the Glow Kit, which is the warmer one, and then we have the Gleam Kit, which is the cool tone one. And so now we have Sun Dipped, which is kind of the bronzy one. And I was so excited about this because I seriously love the first two palettes, love them to death. So I was like, well, duh, of course I need these in my collection. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Now, currently right now, the only place I can find it is on Anastasia Beverly Hills website. I swear Trend Mood or someone had posted that it was available at Sephora, but I just checked. I don't see it there yet. There was rumors that Macy's was getting it early. Still haven't seen it at Macy's or things like that, but definitely once it officially releases, you know, kind of worldwide or like nationwide, it's definitely going to be at Sephora and it's definitely going to be at Macy's. That's where I originally got my first Glow Kits, was actually at Macy's. So just keep that in mind, but I will leave all the information down below where you can purchase it right now. And it's still in stock. It is not out of stock, so if you want it, I would definitely get your hands on it. It says it's a collection of 4 metallic powder highlighters for intense luminosity. Layer shades of Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit or wear them separately on the face and body for a radiant glow. So let me show you what the palette looks like, and then I'll compare them to each of the palettes that already existed. It's same exact size and shape and cost. It is $40, which is the same price as the original two. So here is what they look like. They're so beautiful. You actually have kind of like a yellow based highlighter. You have kind of a rose gold or champagne color, and then you have more of a rose gold one, and then you have a bronzy one. So this shade right here is called Summer, and it's described as a sand with a white gold finish, and then a Moonstone is described as a radiant quartz with a pearl finish. And then we have Tourmaline. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's a warm taupe with a rose gold finish. And then Bronzed is an amber with a penny metal finish. So actually, anyone looking at this that is super pale like I am and very fair skin, do not shy away. This can be worn on anyone of all skin tones. It looks so beautiful. I think if you're very, very, very dark, I don't know if like the bronze shade would really do much for bronzing or like contouring, but I think it would still give you luminosity on the face. I think all the other ones would show up as highlighter. So I think pretty much anyone can wear these palettes, like I said with the original two palettes, and this one is just kind of a bronzy one for summer. So I do currently have a bronzed on my face right now to show you guys that it is wearable for people with fair to light skin tones. I did contour and then I went on top of it lightly with bronze just to give it a little bit of a luminosity, and then I went on with my regular blush, and then the two that I mixed together, I went in kind of like 75% Summer and then 25% Moonstone, and that is the highlight that I have on right now. And I think it's gorgeous. What I love about these palettes, which I will leave a link down below to the original reviews as well, is that it kind of feels like they just blend and melt into the skin and they just look beautiful. It's not a highlighter that's just going to sit on top of the skin and be this harsh line. They really melt into the skin and they have an incredibly long wear time. I wore this for like 10 hours by the time I got up in the morning, drove to my client, worked, and then I went to work out and I did an intense workout, a group class, and I came out, went to my car, and I was like, damn, I still got some glow. Like, it still looked beautiful, but it wasn't a streak of highlight. It was just, it just melted into the skin and made me look so glowy and beautiful, and that's why I love these kits. Incredibly long wearing, and yet they look so natural, and they give you this very radiant, beautiful glow. It's not this crazy intense highlight where it's just, you know, those highlighters that just kind of stay on top of the skin or kind of accentuate areas that you don't want to accentuate. These don't do that. They're just so smooth, and I can't say it enough. They melt into the skin and they just look so beautiful. Like you can see, like it doesn't look like I have this harsh line, like, and I didn't even do anything different. All I did is I went in with the same technique and brush I always use and just put it on the skin, and it just melts in and it just becomes one with your skin and gives you this beautiful like glow from within and radiance. And so it starts off very intense like it is right now, and then 10 hours later it wasn't as intense, but you could still see like there's something glowing about you. So that's what I love about it. So let me zoom you up close so you can see what the colors look like a little bit closer, and then I will go ahead and swatch them for you as well. So here is what the palette looks like up close. You can see the beautiful sheen, and they have such finely milled sparkles in there. No chunkiness at all. They're so smooth and so velvety. So this is the shade Summer. You can see right there, it's a beautiful kind of a white, yellow, gold. And then down here, we have Moonstone, which is that pearl finish. You can see it has more of a white pearl finish versus this one, which is a little bit more yellow. Then we have Tourmaline, which has that kind of a rose gold taupe finish. And then we have a Bronzed up here, which has that bronzed copper look to it. So look how beautiful those are. They're incredibly pigmented, so smooth, so velvety. They're just like the eyeshadows, how they're so easy to work with. And they blend so easily, and yet they're so pigmented. So let's go ahead and swatch. We have Summer. We have a Moonstone. We have Tourmaline. And then we have Bronzed. So there are all shades in the palette right there. Look how stunning they are. Can't you see how like they don't sit on top of the skin? They kind of remind me of the Dior Luminizers in Glowing Garden and Glowing Nude, how they're so silky and how they just melt into the skin and just become one. They are just incredible. So beautiful. Alright, so those were some swatches of the new Sun Dipped one. Let me show you compared to the other two palettes what they look like. Now keep in mind, I think I said it in the original review, this is not the type of packaging that this can bend back. This is the furthest that it can go. That's my only complaint about it. Otherwise, you get huge sizes of this. Let me show you compared to the Gleam palette, which is the cool toned one, which you'll see next to each other. The Gleam has a little bit more white and pink tones to it. So there's those two. And then we have the Glow Kit, which if any of them are going to be a little bit similar, it's going to be these two. So you can see right there, they do have some similarities, but I still think that the Glow Kit has a little bit more of like warm undertones, whereas this one has much more bronzy undertones, if that kind of makes sense. So let me go ahead and compare a couple to you just so you can see that there is a difference. So right here, this is Summer from Sun Dipped. And this is Sunburst from the Glow Kit. You can see that Sunburst is more yellow, whereas this one is more neutral and white. And then let me compare Moonstone and Bubbly. So this one right here was a Moonstone from the Sun Dipped palette. And this one right here is Bubbly. You can still see that Moonstone is more pearl and white, whereas this one is more golden and more champagne color. So there is a difference. And let me go ahead and swatch them as well. So then swatched next together, you can see that there is a difference. This one was Summer from Sun Dipped. This one was Sunburst from the Glow Kit. And then we had Moonstone, and then we had Bubbly. So they're not identical, but you know, you couldn't go wrong getting one or the other or getting both. You probably don't absolutely need both. It probably just depends on which colors you gravitate towards the most and which, you know, will look best with your skin tone. One more quick comparison right here. This lighter shade right here is Golden Bronze from the Glow palette, and then this darker one is Bronzed from the Sun Dip palette, just so you know they're not identical either. So overall, I'm incredibly happy with this purchase. Again, just another amazing knockout palette. You can't go wrong. They're beautiful, huge sizes. You do have an opportunity to refill them as well. It does have the notch where you can pop them out. At my Sephora near me, they do have these in refills, and then I believe that you can purchase them eventually online. I don't know if I've ever seen the refill on her website, but I have a feeling that's like the intention with these, is that they eventually will be sold individually. So that is also really cool that you could interchange them eventually, or that you can actually refill them. But I have a feeling unless you bronze and highlight like crazy, like highlight to the gods every single day nonstop, I think it's going to take you a really long time to go through these. But overall, these are incredible. They're good value, they're a good size, they're beautiful. There's so many different things you can do with it. Oh, it says the size in the back, just so you know. Sorry, I had a little ADD right there, but they're 7.4 grams or 0.26 ounces in each one. So that is a really, really good size. They're about the same size of the Dior Illuminators, if that gives you a reference. I believe those are like around the 6 or 7 gram mark as well. So these are just really amazing. I do love the colors. I think personally all three are different. But I think like it's kind of your decision if you want to spend the money, if you already have the Glow Kit, if you want this one. For me, there's enough differentiation that I was interested in this palette. and that this one's a little bit darker bronze shade and that these are a little bit more neutral tones, whereas the Glow Kit is more warm tones, if that makes sense. This one's still bronzy and beautiful for summer, but it's more that neutral route versus the Glow Kit, which is warm. So I love having all three in my collection. I love these in general. They're gorgeous packaging, amazing products, and I think you guys would really love them if you're interested in trying them out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, swatches, and comparisons. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!